I've seen this joint a few times on Instagram, TikTok, all the places where people post little clips to just try to catch people's attention and hopefully draw lots of clicks. Something is totally different than what we do here on YouTube. And at first, I thought it was kind of cool. Then I thought, actually, it's kind of dumb. Then something else caught my attention. I completely forgot about this until I saw it again, and the whole cycle started all over. It was a turbulent 3 or 4 minutes. So I thought I'd run this by you, the smartest woodworking audience on YouTube. Is this a legit joint, or is it just another clickbait scam? Now, before you rush to the comments to answer, let's analyze this analytically. These little video clips about this are usually presenting it as a quick and easy way to join 2 pieces of wood. Of course, the quickest and easiest way would be a simple butt joint, but I think there's only one person on the internet that thinks that'll be strong. So the addition of the dowels is supposed to lock the joint together. But do they? Not long ago, John Malecki made a 4-way version of this joint that he had seen on TikTok, and let's just say he was unimpressed with the results.
The only way this joint has any strength is nope, it has no strength. I mean, it is a turd. And you can literally just pull it straight apart.
The thing is, he, along with most of the people on the internet that make these little clips, didn't glue the joint other than just the dowels. I suspect if they would have glued the whole thing together, all the surfaces, maybe that joint would have been more successful. But still, this variation appears to have a significant mechanical advantage over that overly ambitious 4-way pin joint in that video. In fact, I suspect that this one would be pretty tough to pull apart even if I had only glued the dowels. But when you glue the whole thing together, this becomes pretty solid, at least in 3 directions, levering it upward, levering it downward, and then pulling straight out. I think this would make a decent face frame joint. But how much of that strength actually comes from the dowels? I mean, if I just glued the surfaces together and left the dowels out entirely, I think this would still be a pretty strong joint in those 3 directions. I'm not sure the dowels are really adding that much to it. Mostly, I think their real strength is decorative. If you use this for maybe a face frame, maybe for a built-in cabinet assembly, if you used pin joinery like this, you're bound to impress non-woodworkers especially, just like the millions of internet viewers who have oohed and ahed over these little joint videos. In that respect, it's a little bit like Craftsman-era furniture, which sometimes uses fake and unnecessary joinery and as design features. And here we are 100 years later, even as woodworkers, and we're still impressed by it. Let's not forget, though, that this joint is often presented as if it's quick and easy. Is it? Well, I can tell you that it's not all that quick. It took me a bit of fine-tuning to get the right fit on the table saw. It would have been easy to overshoot the fit and have some ugly gaps. I also had the benefit of a blade with flat ground teeth that produced 3 smooth sides. Lacking that specialty blade, I would have had to do a fair amount of cleanup with a chisel like this guy did. So, taking all that into consideration, what's your take on this joint? Is it legit? Would you ever use it? Or is it mostly useful for drawing clicks online? I suppose both can be true. After all, you clicked, didn't you? This is a Koenigsegg, Sweden's finest sports car. This is a Sjöbergs, Sweden's finest workbench. There are things for people who appreciate quality and high performance, something they can pass down to their grandkids' You can't afford this, but this will cost you less than a good cabinet saw. Check out what Sjöbergs has to offer at the link below this video.